Alright, welcome to my video. My name's Eckogen. In this video, we'll run the mechanics of Yoong, the final boss in Irontech Forge, on hard mode. Alright, so we'll go over his basic attacks first. The attack he's doing right here is his jab attack. So he does two short jabs, followed by a right swipe jab. This move does not CC, and it's blockable. This right here is his spin attack. So he's going to swipe with his left arm. Then he's going to do a 8-meter spin attack followed by a 15-meter spin attack. Either iframe this or block it, as getting knocked back could mess up the marking mechanics. Right. When it says he activates the security system, if you look at 4, 8, and 12 o'clock, since this is phase 1, it'll always be blue, yellow, and the third color being random. The third color can be any of the three following colors. You can either be blue, yellow, or red. Okay, so this attack right here is his double punch attack. He steps back and does a massive Chuck Norris punch towards the tank, followed by another massive punch behind the tank. Either iframe this or step away, as this attack is not blockable. This right here is his uppercut attack. He dashes behind the tank and does a linear 8-meter uppercut. This attack is not blockable. And then he's just going to do some normal attacks before he actually initiates the next phase. Or next mechanic of the phase. Alright, so when it says he initiates a phase shift, what happens here is that he's going to jump to the furthest person. And then he's going to fire lightning at the furthest person from him. The lightning can bounce up to 3 times, so it's similar to the lightning mechanic in the first boss. The color depends on the number of bounces. So 1 bounce means blue, 2 bounces equals yellow, 3 bounces equals red. So since we're doing this as a 6-man mechanic, when he fires that lightning, ideally party members 1 and 2 should be furthest, and since they're sharing the lightning, one of them will have the blue buff and the other one will have the yellow buff. So you can see here, Creams has the blue buff, indicated by the blue circle above her head, and then Master 5-0 has the yellow buff, indicated by the yellow circle above his head. And then from there, he's going to do some normal attacks. Okay, so roughly 30 seconds after the first lightning attack, he's going to create a shield. The first shield in phase 1 will always be blue. No one else besides the person who has the blue buff should be attacking him to break the shield. Attacking the boss when the shield is active, when you don't have the matching color buff, will result in damage being reflected back to you. There is a 15-second window to break the shield, and otherwise he'll absorb it and they'll heal him up. And if he does it 3 times, it will cause a wipe. Alright, so when he puts his fist into the air, he's going to drop a lot of aoes around him. These aoes are single hit. Followed by that, he's going to do a suction attack. This must be CC'd. And then he's going to do some normal attacks for a bit before announcing another phase shift. Alright, so when he initiates a phase shift, once again he'll jump to the furthest person. And then he'll fire lightning at the furthest person. For the second lightning, it should be party members 3 and 4 who share it. And then immediately after that lightning, he's going to fire a pool of electricity at the furthest person. And then he's also going to chain lightning again at the final person. So this will be the third and final chain lightning for this phase. So if you have a red circle in this phase, then number 5 should be the one that takes the last lightning alone. Otherwise, if it's not red, then 5 and 6 should share the lightning. When it says he summons the Titans, it means that the 3 adds will appear within those colored circles, and they'll be active shortly. Alright, so when it says he selects a target, what happens is that he'll dash to the closest person, stun them, and they'll be temporarily be aggroed on them. So ideally, this should be the tank that gets targeted. And as you can see, the shields on the adds have dropped. So everyone with the corresponding color needs to be attacking these adds. The adds will fire projectiles if the add killers are not within melee range of them. And each add will actually attempt to do a special attack. You'll know it'll happen because their CC bars open up. They just have 2 CC bars, so they're pretty easy to CC. Be sure to CC them to stop them from doing their special attacks, especially with the red add, as it will suction everyone. So the adds will do their special attack at the same time the boss activates his second shield. His second shield in phase 1 will always be yellow. So whoever has the yellow buff needs to go to the boss, break the shield, and then return to their add. Alright, so once all 3 adds are at 1 HP, they will explode. So you need to use Frost Sheath or Hong Moon Block to avoid these explosions. Alright, so when it announces that he unleashes a Havoc attack, this is an attack that he uses exactly 20 seconds after his second shield, so it's time-based. If the adds are still alive when he uses this, it will cause a wipe. If the adds are dead, this attack will instead give us a massive AP boost for a short time period. Okay, so he's going to lift his arms up into the air and slam him down. This will create a slow shockwave, so either jump over it or iframe it to avoid it. Okay, so right here, he's going to fire 3 electric circles at the 3 farthest people. So he's going to fire 3 circles in total, but he's going to aim at the 3 furthest people. And then to end the phase, there's either 2 moves that he'll do, or one of the 2 moves he'll do. He'll either dash to the closest 5 people and uppercut each of them, or he'll slam the ground 5 times, generating the aoes. So in this raid, or I guess in this boss fight, he's doing the dash and uppercut. And then when it says he activates the security system, this is phase 2. So the colors in phase 2 will always be blue, red, and a random color. The first shield will always be red, and the second shield will be blue. Alright, so he's initiating a phase shift. So he's going to once again jump to the furthest person. And he's going to shoot lightning at the furthest person. So for the first lightning, party member 1 needs to be taking this alone, so that way they receive the red buff. And then roughly in 30 seconds, he's going to activate his first shield, phase 2. The first shield in phase 2 will be red. So there's the shield right there, so remember that if you do not have the red buff, do not attack him, as it will reflect damage. And you have 15 seconds to break that shield before he absorbs it. So there's the AoE again, followed by suction. So you have to CC him to stop the suction. Now the mechanics he does in all three phases are exactly the same, but the colors will be different per phase, but they remain static except for the third color. So here's the breakdown of each phase. In phase 1, the colors are blue, yellow, and the third is random. The first shield is blue, second shield is yellow. The first lightning, 1 and 2 will share it. For the second lightning, 3 and 4 will share it. The third lightning, if the third color is red, then 5 will take it alone, otherwise 5 and 6 will share lightning. In phase 2, the colors will be blue, red, and the third is random. Shield 1 is red, shield 2 is blue. For the first lightning, number 1 takes that alone. For the second lightning, 2, 3, and 4 share it. And in the third lightning, if the third random color is red, then 5 will take it alone, otherwise 5 and 6 will share the lightning. In phase 3, which is typically a phase that most parties do not reach, they usually kill it at the end of phase 2 or somewhere in the middle of phase 2. For phase 3, the colors are red and yellow, and the third one's random. Shield 1 will be yellow, shield 2 will be red. The first lightning, 1 and 2 will share that. In the second lightning, 3 takes that alone. For the third lightning, if the third random color is yellow, then 5 will share that with 6, otherwise 5 will take it alone. Now for the differences between hard mode and normal mode, so he doesn't do the phases until he hits 70% and 30%. And if he absorbs the 3 shields, in normal mode, he'll just heal up instead of causing a wipe. And then if you fail to kill the adds in time when he does his Havoc attack, all the Havoc attack will do is just deal more damage instead of causing a wipe. So that's the only differences between hard mode and normal mode. So just keep in mind that the mechanics in all three of his colored phases are exactly the same, like the same order of everything he does. It's just that the colors will be different. So the people who take it and share it will be different per phase. And I will post the breakdown of the phases and the mechanics in the video description below, so you can always refer to that if you're unsure. If you have any questions, just post in the comments and I'll try to help out. Thanks for watching. I hope that helped.